Dr. Lee, Eric, you and I have known each other for a long time now. Obviously, you're a chiropractor, and I'm a neurosurgeon. What have you learned in this ongoing relationship?
Are you convinced, or what do you think?
That's a good question. I think I get that asked a lot out when I'm at different places. And I tell people I've learned a lot. And over my career is and I think it kind of goes back to the technology that's out there now, what capabilities that you have to address a situation with a different, whether it's a disc replacement or, and what I've learned is being able to collaborate with you a lot and finding out what the patient needs from a biomechanical standpoint helps what's going to happen after your surgery. And I think before I met you, I hardly ever referred because it was always this stigma or something we just didn't know. And now it's easy to communicate with the patients that when they really need something and a surgery is the next treatment that is needed in their plan, I know what I can do with afterwards and how we can really maximize the output of what you're doing. So learning a lot about the neurology, the brain function, a lot of things. I could go on and on about what I've learned from you.
Well, no matter how much you've learned from me, I can tell you 100% I've learned a lot more from you. When I was in residency, we learned nothing about chiropractic. And I think that patients need to understand how valuable it is. They need to understand that virtually every patient that has a spinal problem ought to consider working with a chiropractor. And there's a couple reasons why. Number one is chiropractors are good at listening, good history and physical, and good at just building that relationship with the patient, which a lot of us are really not always that good at. Number two is the chiropractic manipulation is safe and it's effective. Now, it's not going to fix everything, but neither is surgery, right? So it can't just be that you've got one person that you go to for all of your spinal care. It's got to be an interdisciplinary thing. And so I think that it can keep people moving. It can keep people feeling better. It can prevent things, and we could go on and on. Yeah. And recently, I've had two personal examples of why I would recommend any patient that has a back issue to consider going to their chiropractor and working with them. Number one is my two boys play high school tennis. And throughout the season, they're both complaining of little nagging aches and pains. You worked with them. You came in on a Sunday prior to their regional tournament. They played the very best matches they've ever played at region.
That's good.
And they won. And I think it's because it helped move areas that were stiffening up and activated the mechanical receptors in the ligaments to improve their performance. Amazing. And we've seen athlete after athlete after athlete have that very response. And number two is my own experience. I operate for hours at a time and then play basketball and go for walks with my wife and run around with my kids, and it's just this crazy everyday schedule. And I have found that working with you on a regular basis has helped me to stay functional and out of pain. So I would just encourage all of our patients to really think seriously about working with their chiropractor. Mm-hmm. Physical therapists are also wonderful, pain management, surgery, and a couple of other subspecialists as needed. And that really gives you this nice interdisciplinary team that can help you get your life back.
When you talk about the safety, There's just like surgery, you have different options. Just depends on what the patient needs. There's different techniques that we use. We've advanced in our technology as well. There's instrumentation that we can use to help a joint be where it wants to be, and look at the whole mechanics from a deep root now. And that's what's satisfying when you look at an athlete or something like we talked about. They rely so much on performing at their best, and you really want to optimize the neurosensory input that's going on in the spine. So that's satisfying when they see that. And professional athletes and teams, they all have good chiropractors with them, and it's fortunate to be with them. It's not what you might see on YouTube videos a lot. There's certain things that I see.
But we all want to be able to perform. Whether
do.
you're a professional athlete or a professional at something else, you all want to be able to perform, and I think chiropractor belongs as a part of that care team.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch it and see how it works.
All right, thank you.